thank you for attending the introduction to Yo Lady. The aim of this introduction is for you as a woman to envision the words mechanical, motor mechanics, technical, training, and DIY as an inspiration to you as an everyday woman driver, and not merely for men or women pursuing this specific field. You may have noticed our slogan is as follows: what's makeup got to do with cars? Basic mechanics for her. Here we are going to use what is in everyday women's vocabulary in a new perspective and tackle the acronym MAKEUP, hoping each word might inspire you as a vehicle owner to want to know more about your own everyday driven vehicle. Do not panic, as we are not a training facility. We provide general knowledge of the motor mechanical industry to educate the average women driver with the objective of drawing self-confidence out of each and every woman driver. This will help you as a vehicle owner to better understand your vehicle. Makeup. Let's start with the letter M. Motivation. Every woman depends on her vehicle. Why? It takes us where we need to be at our very demand. Why not take the time to consider these three questions? What do you really know about your vehicle, besides that it takes you from A to B or needs to go to the workshop when the service light is on? Are you knowledgeable on the basic mechanical operations of your vehicle? When road hazards occur, are you aware on how to handle your vehicle during such a situation? Once we have applied our makeup in the mornings, what happens throughout the day? We tend to do constant checkups and touch-ups. We can do touch-ups because we carry our makeup bags in our handbags. We are prepared. What about your vehicle? Are you prepared? You drive it every day, everywhere, and you need to do its touch-ups too. Why not treat your vehicle as it were your best friend and try to give it some TLC? Let's move on to the next letter, A. Aspire. Every woman driver can become her very own hero. We are going to look at three scenarios. 1. When you are driving, you suddenly start to hear unfamiliar noises. Perhaps it's your first time driving in silence. You become stressed out, and what's the first thing you do? You go to the dealership or call your hubby and say it's broken. Had you pursued some vehicle knowledge, you would have been able to handle that situation with more confidence. Upon knowing your vehicle's everyday drive because you set time aside to take note of it, you were confident that the unfamiliar noise was probably coming from the engine bay and might just be one of the belt drive pulleys. You would have complete your errands, get home, ask hubby or a male to inspect it if it requires workshop assistance or merely lubricant spray. 2. You went shopping or went to work, and when you approach your vehicle, you notice the wheel is flat. Again, you would make that phone call. Your vehicle gets towed in. Had you pursued some vehicle knowledge, you would have been able to handle that situation with more confidence. Upon knowing your vehicle's everyday drive because you set time aside to take note of it, you were confident that the tire must be punctured. You have all the tools in the boot. Let's get security or male to assist you in changing the flat while you guide or watch them perform the change. If you are a strong woman with confidence in your capability, you would have done that change on your own. 3. You went shopping or went to work, and when you approach your vehicle, you notice the vehicle is not unlocking. Again, you make that phone call, your vehicle gets towed in. Had you pursued some vehicle knowledge, you would have been able to handle that situation with more confidence. Upon knowing your vehicle's everyday drive because you set time aside to take note of it, you were confident that the reason for it not unlocking Might be the remote key battery is flat. You have a spare at home and call someone to bring it to you, or you must have left the vehicle lights on and the vehicle battery ran down. You will just use the mechanical key to open the driver door and boot, and grab the jumper pack to jumpstart your vehicle. How would you aspire to these measures if you do not acquire knowledge? Let us move on to the next letter, K, knowledge. The old cliche, knowledge is power. One would expect to acquire knowledge through a training facility, or only if one is interested in studying the field to become qualified. If it's not in your interest, why would you bother entertaining such a thought? Have you ever wondered to yourself why your vehicle's owner manual is called an owner's manual? It is a manual provided from factory for the owner of the vehicle. This means that the factory wants you as an owner to familiarize yourself on the basics of a vehicle they created for you to enjoy, but still know how to take good care of it. It is like a friend who gives you a gift, hoping you would take good care of it. Why not take the time to read through it and book virtual lessons through our offered training? This will help you understand the contents better, along with safety precautions to boost your confidence. Be that goddess who knows the quirks of her wheels and still do her makeup. To have this knowledge, one needs to be willing to learn. Let us move on to our next letter, E. Educate. Tomorrow's leader in basic mechanics for her today. It's better to know the ins and outs of your vehicle so you're not left in the dark. We are currently only offering virtual lessons due to COVID-19 regulations and safety. It is your choice to educate yourself on how to do the basics. Pick up tools for the first time. Understand different types of fluids. What additives or viscosity mean. What clothing to wear when changing a flat tire. And what you are asking for when purchasing items in a man's environment. If you decide to read on your own and are uncertain of sections in the manual, why not ask one of your household members to explain it? How would you understand the terminology used in your manual if you have not studied in the technical field? Let us move on to our next letter, U, understanding. Still don't want to have training through us? There's always Google, technocratic style of language. Wouldn't you agree that understanding why your vehicle is behaving in a certain way after passing years would give you peace of mind? When you break down on the side of the road, wouldn't you be calm knowing more or less the cause and outcome, or even solving it right there by yourself? What about the benefit of knowing you are being taken for a ride at a repair shop? Even better, how about being able to describe the problem next time you take it into the dealership? We have put together 5 lessons in a simplified manner whereby we are confident that every woman is able to understand and relate to the illustrations used. Think about it. Who would have been able to answer the question, what has makeup got to do with cars? Your vehicle is practical. It is one thing to understand how to perform a task, but it requires training and experience to physically do the task. This leaves us with the final letter, P, power. With great power comes great responsibility. There are 2 types of power mentioned, physical and dominant. You physically need the power to perform a tire or battery change. You can also mentally have the power to instruct. If someone is with you, share the load, or if they are a stranger, let them do it. You can use your gained knowledge and instruct any person on how to perform a task for you. You can guide them the correct way and make sure they are following it through. This will not only create self-confidence, but will have others respect you for your pursued knowledge. Power needs drive. You need motivation, aspiration, knowledge, education, and understanding to power yourself up and do the basics. That is what makeup has to do with cars. Before you know it, you will be a role model to other women. Isn't that what it's all about? Women empowerment, women's safety, better educating women. Thank you very much for setting time aside to attend Yo Ladies' introduction to makeup. We could only hope that this introduction met your expectations and answered your questions. If this introduction motivated you and you feel it would benefit a friend, please feel free to refer to your friends who have missed it. Before we say goodbye, we would like to share a complimentary checklist and available self-reliant lessons which is included in the introduction book. Should you have additional queries, wish to make a booking, or would like to recommend any improvements, please contact us. If you were satisfied with our service today, please show a thumbs up or down. Once again, thank you.